Revelation 3 verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, right, who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopefully like men that scattered abroad, pushing this truth without sincerity. And shalom to the few sisters, right, that's taking heed and getting in order to these last days. Right, I'm the brother I'm one coming at you with the video, Lord, when it's edifying, right, it's uplifting, because we coming into a time where our backs will be against the wall, like the scripture says in Revelation 12:12, Esau will come down with great wrath, so our backs will be pushed on the wall, man, but we must keep our integrity, our uprightness, and we have examples of that through the Bible, right? Because, we have scripture says in Romans 15:4, the things written aforetime for our time of learning, so we have examples on how to move, and how to endure, right? And the Bible itself is that comforter, so if this is for the newcomers and also for the brothers, seasoned, it's for everyone, it's for all of us, to keep us a fresh reminder, So I had Googled the word example, right? And it says a thing characteristic of its kind, right? It says illustrating a general rule, because that's the we want to be like Job, man. What's the characteristic of Job? He was willing to lose it all. Here we have it. The charagma is going to be presented. It's going to be made mandatory real soon. But you have to be the story of Job itself is good to reflect on. He was willing to lose his family, lose the kid, lose the wife, lose all the riches that he has. But he did not want to lose his mind. Right, and that's the eyesight of Yahweh B'Shem Al Shah. So for us in these times, man, we're finna be inside that fiery furnace, right? This gonna be a spiritual aspect this time, man. You can't maneuver. You're really X'd out of society, all because what? We want to stick to Yahweh B'Shem Al Shah, which is a good thing, right? Because the Lord said, "Let no man take thy crown," because we have a crown right now, right, to a degree. But we take that charagma, shit is gone. It's gone, man. So I'm just rolling inside the scriptures. And I said, Lord, when it's edifying and uplifting, so I want to go to the story of, matter of fact, I'm gonna start off with the book of Romans 15:4, since I had quoted it earlier, because I want to go back to the story of Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. This is a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story that, this is something you want to reflect on, especially inside these times to come, right? So Romans 15 verse 4, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our time of learning. Why? Because nothing new up under the sun. We're going through the same punishment, the same, scenarios, right? It's just a modern time, So it says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our time of learning. Why? Because that's the example, a characteristic of how those men was moving. Or even for the women, how you will move towards your husband. The Lord gave us examples, man. But just on this aspect right here, I'm talking about the integrity, right? Being bold, man, standing firm for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua in the doctrine as well. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our time of learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. And I'm gonna dive back onto the scripture, as I read some more in the book of Daniel, because I want to pretty much show you what the brother on Instagram, right, the real Hebrew Israelite, shalom to you, right? And he put up some fire artwork when it comes to these Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. I know we had spoke on it, about a week or so, and he was like, man, I know you're gonna kill it when you make those, and he was like, that's in the making right now, so all praise that the brother got it up there, man, because this is an example itself. These men laid out a perfect example, So, let me hit it up in Daniel 3. And I'm just, jump down into it. I want to start I think I did start at 5. Yep, because, pretty much, Nebuchadnezzar's the ruler at the time, right? And you got the Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. And pretty much he come down with a decree, because they know we serve Yahweh, And they want to make a decree that, hey, when you hear this music, you bow your ass down. You know, pretty much putting Yahweh out the picture. You know, and like I said, I relate this because, hey, we're coming to a time period where, hey, if you receive that charagma, right, better known as that C-hip, right, Revelation 13-16, you're removing Yahweh out the picture and putting Esau in the rulership seat, you know, which is a bad thing to do. You know, this is the time, hey, you got to stand firm. You got to be ready. You got to be willing to leave your job behind, you know, leave this world behind, you know. Just like the Netflix show, and leave the world behind, you know, because that's what we're coming to. And with that being said, you have to be in the mindset. And we have like I said, we have the examples of that, right? So it says that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king hath set up, right? It says, and hey, when you look at it through the spirit, hey, Esau, Edom is what? Set up the same type of things, the tap, you know, the jobs that got, you know, the same scenarios to what? Had that C-hip, you know, station, you know, getting pretty much molding you into it. You know, it says, verse 6, and whoso falleth not down and worship shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. And you know, that furnace it's a trial. You know, on our end, right, in this modern time, got the concentration camps. You know, Esau finna start rounding folks up, right, the one that he can catch, and put them in the concentration camps and put them on that fire, right. He really want the elect, you know. So brothers and sisters within this truth, you know, keep that in mind. Esau wants to put you on that chopping block, man. But it's better to go out, right, knowing the truth, you know, believing. Right, and we have another example of that in what? Second Maccabee, right? The 7 brothers all died in what? The same day. Cause they what? Stood on the words, man. That man, hey, was it the second one or the first one? You know, the first brother, I think it's the first brother, but he said, hey, we ready to die, then transgress the law. You know, because hey, even when we look at it this time, you not even supposed to be taking an incision inside your cutting inside the flesh. Matter of fact, let me grab both of those right quick. Let me grab the Ecclesiastes 4:28, and I'm gonna go back to the other one, Leviticus, right? It's Ecclesiastes, right, 4:28. It says, strive for the truth unto death, right? And the Lord shall fight for thee. You know, because we're coming to a time where, hey, you can get beheaded, and guess what, man? You still firm for the name. Hey, man, I'm rolling right now. Let me jump around just to back up the point. You can get beheaded, and guess what? The Lord is, hey, if you the elect, you rising up first. Is it first? I think it's 2 Thessalonians. Salakia. No, it is 1 Thessalonians. I started at 16 just to get straight to the point. It says, I started at 14. It says, for we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will Yahweh bring with him, right? Because, hey, you just sleeping for a moment, man, but, hey, you stood on business. You know what I'm saying? You sacrificed your life like the scriptures tell you to in the book of Romans 12:2. Present thy body as a living sacrifice, you know? That's a reasonable service, right? It says, verse 16, it says, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, right? And the dead and Hamashiach shall rise first. That will happen when you stand on business, man. The Lord says it's a beautiful thing, right? I'm going to grab that next. Lord, when I can remember it. Verse 17, it says, then which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds, right? The chariots, to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be without the Lord. And verse 18 always kills it for me, man. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. You know, that's comfort, man. That's confirmation, you know. And you know, like I said, so, hey, we're going to be tried to the point where some of us may have to be cut off, you know, like beheaded, you know. Stand on it, man. You know, let me grab this in the book of Psalms 116 right quick. And I'm going to go back to that Leviticus. And I'm going to get back to that Daniel as well. This Psalms 116, verse 15. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. You know, you will get rewarded for that, man. You'll get rewarded for what? Sticking it on that, right? That's what Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego did. They stuck it on that, and it tells you in the story. They were trying to mock against them. They were trying to mock against the brothers. Why was inside the furnace? Where's your God? Hey, that was like, we still not going to sell out. Even if we do die and hit this furnace, we still not finna bow down. That's the mindset, man. That's why, the Lord looked at Job, called Job a perfect man. Why? Because he was upright. He was standing firm, sticking to the script, man. Simple as that. He was sticking to the script, and sticking to the script, you get beautiful rewards behind that, man. Right? Going to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, if I'm mistaken. How the angel said, Esdras said, I commended those that stood so still for the name. Right? Let me grab this inside the book of Exodus 19. Just to bring back the point with the MO to the TB. Is it 19? Leviticus, I'm tripping. Salakia. 19:28. It says, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh, right, for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord, right, Yahweh. Just to bring the point, like I say, receiving that mark, you're making a cut inside the flesh to receive it. You got to go up under the skin, right? I have videos of me breaking down, also the other brothers as well, right? Starting with the head apostles of Great Millstone, right? Have videos of breaking down what the C-hip is, letting you know that you have to take an incision in the flesh to receive it. To fully receive it, for it to actually work, you have to take it inside the flesh, right? And this is a law, so you'll be breaking that law that you cannot repent from, And the consequences from that is what? Thermonuclear missiles, right? The book of Revelation 14, verse 9 to 10, right? So let me get back to the book of Daniel, chapter 3. And like I said, this is all comfort, man. Like I said, we have examples, examples that, you should, we got to keep in mind, Matter of fact, let me grab another quick precept right quick. The one that we always keep bringing out each and every lesson, right? Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? You having that wisdom and knowledge, this is going to make you stable in the most fucked up situations, man. Look how it was with the movie, The Book of Eli, how Denzel was. The man was, he in a fucked up position, but he was stable. Maneuver, when you inside the concentration camp, you're going to be stable. Why? Because I was preparing myself for this, man, right? We're preparing ourselves for a big test. You'll be a fool to sit here and, not sharpen yourself or not be ready, meditate on these things because it's going to happen. It'll be a fool to not get yourself mentally prepared for these scenarios, man. That's how, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego was, because I already knew I'm not finna bow down to that idol, right? So I know this man finna turn this shit up. I know he want to kill me, because we already said we're not taking it. Same thing with the Karagma, man. We tell Esau the same shit. You might go ahead and face me looking up at the blade. I'm not going. We're not taking that C-hip, man. That's the spirit that you want to be in, man. Right? The Lord just told you, precious is the sight. It's the death of his saints. That's beauty in his eyesight. Them boys willing to put their life on the line behind this, man. Matter of fact, let me grab that in the book of Romans. And I'm going to get back to the book of Daniel. It was 12:1. I had said it wrong, but I still say it again since I'm here. Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, which is your reasonable service, right? This is your service, man. You say you believe, right? Put your life on the line behind it. That's all. Show the Lord, because that's faith by the works. You put in. That's the faith. That's showing the faith. That we're gonna get beamed up, right? Come back, from that little sleep that we're out, man. Because, hey, Esau coming with it, man. And, hey, you got to pick a side. There ain't no straddling the fence with this, you know? Keep that in mind, right? You finna be tried, man. We finna be tried like never before. The book of Jeremiah 30 and Psalm talks about how, really, you start at verse 5. You know, you got men walking around with pale faces, man. You know, you thinking these folk finna give birth. You know, so we finna be in a real uncomfortable position. But what's going to keep us stable is the wisdom and knowledge, man. Can't lose sight of that. You know, end of the day, the Lord is just that final molding process of getting your crown. You know, it says, and be not conformed to this world. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable, perfect will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Be not conformed to this world. Why? Because when you being conformed, I mean, you being joined to, you know, and where we see things are going with this society is going toward the NWO, which is going to ultimately be behind it is the the face of it is the charagma, right? The C-hip, Revelation 13 and 16, right? So if you're trying to conform to this world, you're going to pretty much sell out to Esau Edom, you know. So and Yahweh Shem Yahushua, got consequences behind that, man. You know, let me go back to the book of Daniel, chapter 3. Like I said, so you got the picture right here. You know, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. Hey, when they heard the music, hey, they supposed to bow down. You know, supposed to bow down, right? It says, I'm gonna start at verse 6. I'm gonna read it back over so I can get the point of the furnace. And whoso falleth not down and worship shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. Right. So that's the consequences. Don't bow down. Cool. You're gonna set this furnace and you get put to death. Same thing. The same thing is happening right now, but in the modern time, they got the guillotines. You know, they got the concentration camps. You know. Verse 7, it says, therefore, at the time when all the people heard the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and all kinds of music, all the people, the nations, and the languages fell down and worshiped the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And we know 2/3 are going to do it because why? They scared, right? Wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of that time, right? That wisdom and knowledge is going to be your backbone, man, right? You're going to see a lot of brothers, right? Sisters, right? It's going to show in that day, man. You're going to have some women getting, but you know, they believe, you know, they believe, man, you know, it's sticking out to the end. And like I said, this is the molding process, man. You know, this is where it really counts at, you know, I mean, it counts from when you woke up, you know, but this is what's really going to count, man, when that pressure is really against your chest, man. Right. But just understand it's a great reward. You know, you have to go through that fire. You got to go through that fire. It says, verse 8, wherefore at the time, certain Chaldeans came near and accused the Jews. They spake and said to the king Nebuchadnezzar, O king, live forever. Thou, O king, has made a decree, right, a law, that every man that shall hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, and dulcimer, and all kinds of music shall fall down and worship the golden image. Right. It says, and whoso falleth not down and worship, that he should be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. Right. And we know that it's to try you, you know. Right. Matter of fact, let me go to the book of Revelation, because it correlates, man. That's why I said there's nothing new under the sun. It's just a different time period. Right. This is the book of Revelation 2 and 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. Right? What are you going to be tried to receive that charagma? You ready to break yet? Is you ready to break yet? Your mind should be hell now. Hell now. You know? Because that's what he wants. He wants the sincere believers to fold, man. You know? And that's why the Lord going to shorten the days anyway. You know? Because, hey, we're not going for it, man. I mean, so like, I ain't mean to say that part. I meant to say, deceive the elect. That's what I want to say. So like, if he could, he'll deceive the elect, you know, but you can't, you know, when you rooted, you standing firm, you know, but it all takes of building yourself up now, because it comes to that time period where you're going to have a family of the word. You're going to be on your own, you know, and you must hold your own, you know, going back to the book of Revelation 3 and 10, let no man take thy crown. Right. But this 2 and 10 says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, right? Esau, Edom, right? Going to the Greek word diablos. It says, shall cast some of you into prison, the concentration camps. And no coincidence they have these camps set up now, right? It's all part of it's a process. It says that ye may be tried and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, going into a completion of number, to where, hey, they want to see if you're going to fold or not, man. Keep the faith, right? It said, be thou faithful unto death, right? The Lord telling you, be faithful unto death. Don't let that man take your crown. I'm finna make it permanent, right? I showed you what it looked like, but hey, be faithful to death. So when it's time for me for that ceremony, right, Akim, hey, that shit gonna be guaranteed. Hey, you gonna have that real crown, man. Nah, this man stood on 10 toes about it, about this, man. He stood 10 toes about this. He said, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. That's beautiful. That's a good exchange. It's a good exchange by doing, cause this ain't nothing but small. This ain't nothing compared, what we're about to receive, man. So why not go all out? Why not give it the best you can? Right? Go back to the going back to the book of Daniel. Verse 12. It says, Daniel 3 verse 12, there are certain Jews whom thou hast set over the affairs of the province of Babylon, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These men, O king, have not regarded thee. Folks say, hell nah. It says, they serve not thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou shalt set up. See? And what is Esau doing today? Like I said, I'm going to keep going back and forth with it, but Esau, what he's doing today, he's setting up this system, right? And the face of it will be what that sea hip. And if you don't want to receive it, they want to see into the concentration camps, or put you to death, Verse 13, it says, then Nebuchadnezzar in his rage, right, 38 hot, and fury commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Then they brought these men before the king, right? Going to the other picture, right? Shit, is what it is. Let's go. Let's go. And like I said, the brother did an amazing job on these pictures. It says, then Nebuchadnezzar in his rage and fury commanded to bring Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? Then they brought these men before the king. Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Do not ye serve my gods, nor worship the golden image which I have set up? Now, if ye be ready that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, you fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if you worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. And who is it? And who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands? Whoo! He bucking up, man. Hey, and he tempting. He's tempting to see what we're gonna do. All right, this your last chance. Take it, or you're through. Right? We're gonna put you in that furnace. We're gonna melt your ass, man. We're gonna fry your ass, man. And that's what Esau wanted to do in this modern day time too. He wants you to renounce your faith, man. Going back to that movie, The Image of the Beast. It's an older movie, right? It says, and who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hands? Verse 16. It says, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we're not careful to answer thee in this matter, right? You can just imagine if they were to say that in today's time, man. Like, especially being from Atlanta, But hey, he said they were not careful to answer him in this matter, man. Meaning they didn't even hold their tongue. They damn near swallow their tongue just to get them words out so fast, man. Like, hell nah, we ain't not going out like that, And that's the beautiful mindset, man. It says, verse 17, if it be so, our power whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. Right? And that's the faith. Right? Matter of fact, could we come into that time period, man? Let me bring that up with the book of 2nd Esdras 16. It's the same thing, man. It's the same thing Akim wa Akwav, right? We about to come into. because we not taking this shit, man. All right, I started 68 through 75. 2 Corinthians 16, verse 68. And hey, like I said, the things written aforetime written for our time of learning. And so just watch how things correlate, man. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Right? You got these UN troops, right? They come over with an agenda, right? To help America and push this NWO. Right? It says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. Why? Because we're gonna be idle inside of what those concentration camps, man. You know, pretty much, Esau gonna be telling you to take this sea hip, you know, and if you don't, it's a consequence from behind it, you know. It says, what was that? And feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot. Why? Because, think about it. Esau want to get a good laugh, you know, because just so happened if Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was to bow down, they gonna laugh at these men. But y'all say y'all believe in y'all power, y'all God, you know. Same thing for what Esau in this time period too. He want the elect to bow. He want the elect to fall short and take that sea hip so they can laugh at him, you know. Because really, he really wants his blessing still, man. So he really wants the elect to get out. If he can get the elect, he got the 2/3. And he know that, you know. But it says, for there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Right? I mean, we on their radar, man. We're on the radar of these Edomites, man. They want to. It's a agenda, you know. They get us, you know, take us out, and the rest of everybody's gonna fall, man. They're gonna fall out, right? It says, verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, right? They coming through high and low, you know what I'm saying? Knocking shit over. They need the elect. They want the elect. They come to try you, right? It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Where you can be cast out of your houses and going to what? The concentration camps, man. You know? It says, then 73, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Right? You're gonna be tried in the fire. That means you gotta go through it. Ain't no way around the kingdom but through it, you know, through the tribulations, you know, through the fiery tribulations, man. You know? So it's the same thing with, you know, the three holy men. It is what it is. We know the Lord got us. You know, but you got to be tried, man. You can't get no crown without having nothing to back it up. You know? Verse 74. And 75 really that point. Matter of fact, 74 and 75. It says, here, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same, right? And you seen how Nebuchadnezzar tried to talk shit to Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. Who gonna deliver you out of my hand? Oh, he just don't know. He about to see some shit. You know, just like in these times, we about to see some beautiful miracles, man. You know, I was saying this yesterday. We finna come inside evil times, right? Real bad times. But we finna come inside even more heavy miracles that the Lord Yahweh is finna show us, man. That's why I say, hey, be ready for this battle. You know, I'm finna show you some shit. The Lord finna get in his bag, man. You know, some real sci-fi but realistic shit. But also the miracles, man. That's what I'm really looking for, seeing the miracles. Right? Because we got the Comforter. He done told us plenty of time. Got the examples of how Job, you know, moved, you know, and got through it, man. You got Elijah, how he was moving and got through it, man. Samson, you know, Daniel. These are examples that, hey, we have to take and run with it, man, and hold fast to them. Because guess what? They got delivered out of their situation, man. How much more us inside the last generation, man? It says, Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I'll deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Shem Yahshua your God. Right? So you don't think them brothers think about that? Man, the Lord gonna guide us out of this, man. We ain't worrying about that. You know, that is the mindset. You killers, you killers. Get away. Okay, cool. I still don't bend it till you kill me. You know, when they present that karagman to you, hey, you stand on business till, hey, they gotta, you know what I'm saying? They gotta put that guillotine to my neck and chop it off. You know, because once that's gonna, hey, the spirit go back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. We back at peace anyway. We sleep for that little moment. You know, hey, what you say? Hey, Paul said, I finished my course. You know, I finished my course. I didn't stop. I didn't turn around. Nah, I ran through the white tape. You know, that's what you want to do. You know, you want to go all the way through, man. You know, let me go back to the book of Daniel, chapter 3. So just to back that up, and you know, just to back up 17, right? Just the point is, Yahweh Shema Shah gonna deliver us out of his hand, man. Right? Man, is another precept. Matter of fact, Jeremiah 30 and 7. You know, because Yahweh Shema Shah gonna use Esau Edom, right? To come down with that wrath, man. Right? He gonna use Esau Edom to do all of these things. But the Lord already lets you know that, hey, you're going to be saved out of this, man. You're going to go through it, most definitely. But you're not going to be goddamn, you're not going to be how the 2/3 is, right? Because this is really 2/3 trouble, man. You know? We just getting a glimpse of just seeing, like, the Lord's not bullshitting, man. You know? It says, verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right? The one that been bullshitting, they gonna catch this hell, man. Right? We're gonna be saved out of it. Lord willing, we're part of that remnant. Right? Let me go back to the book of Daniel 3 and let me finish up some more of that. It says, verse 18, it says, but if not, be it known unto thee, O king, O king, that we will not serve thy gods. Matter of fact, I started at 17 again. If it be so, our power whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thy hand. Yeah, so like I kind of read that wrong. Yeah, okay. Yeah. If it be so, our power whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, right? Hey, in Daniel, they said it, you know. Hey, in Esdras, he said it, man. It says, and he will deliver us out of thy hand. We ain't worried about that. We know the power from on top is coming, man. All right. It says, but if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve that. It won't even matter. Right. We sticking to the script. That's the mindset that they was in. That's the mindset you got to have. That's why I said, hey, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. Right. Brother, I mean, it's a beautiful thing to not, you know, get put to sleep for that little moment. And it's also a beautiful thing to be that warrior for Yahweh Shah. That when not, you know, oh, well, hey, fight the fight, you know. It says, but if not, be it known unto thee, and hit him with the, hey, be clear. It said, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fear. Oh, that should take them off. You know, I can see it now, you know. Bitch, we ain't doing none of that. You ain't gonna none of that. You gotta put me to sleep right now. Right? It says, and that should entice them, man. That shit made the Nebuchadnezzar real even more mad, because now he said that they ain't even budging. Right? They ain't budging on the tactics, what he's trying to do. Going to into the modern times, right? Let me grab this right quick. The book of 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. And you know, when you break that, you go to the Google definition of devices, it'll also show you what? Scheme, plots, and plans. Cunning. You know? It's a cunning plan. Right? And we know that Esau has that spirit of what? That was him. When it describes Esau, I mean, he was a cunning man. You know? So let me go back to the book of Daniel. Verse 19, it says, then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 17 times more than it was wont to be heated. Right? That's how bad it was, man. Right? They listening to him, you know, He giving out commands, right? And they was, like I said, they was careful to not, to not speak back, right? They was careful. They didn't hold back, man. Tell them what it is, It says, verse 20, and he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and to cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Right? Since they want to be, I guess, from Esau's point of view, right? Nebuchadnezzar's point of view, you gonna be hard headed. We got a consequence for you, man. We just gonna kill you, make you an example out of everybody, right? Little do they know, hey, they made an example out of for us, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego made an example for us. They showed us the characteristics on how to move when that pressure is there. They say pressure bursts pipes. It couldn't burst them. Cause why? They was molded. They was fitted for it, man. They was built for it. It says, then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. It says, and these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. And like I said, we're going to that right now. We're in this fiery furnace, man. It is what it is. Hey, you got to smile inside this, man, because it's only going to make us even stronger. Right? It says, then Nebuchadnezzar, the king, was astonished and rose up and in haste and spake and said unto his counselors, did we not cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king. Yeah, hey, yeah. We threw him in there. He answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. And the form of the 4th is like the son of Yahweh. Right? And the thing about it is, hey, they know what they saw. They saw Big Bro. They saw Big Bro Yahweh Shai, hey, just cutting Esau up, cutting his words, putting his foot back down his throat, man. Who the hell you say can't deliver you out of your hands? Man, Yahweh Shai gonna be there, man. All in all, hey, that just, times we coming into. You gotta understand that, man. Like I just read in 2 Ezra 16. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Shai your God. Man, Yahweh Shai got down there and guided them boys up out of there, man. You don't think they got rewards coming towards them because they stood stiff unto death? They're supposed to die in that furnace, man. But they held their integrity. They seen that 4th man walking through. Damn, who the hell is? Yeah, that's our God. He gonna guide us up out of this, man. Even inside the concentration camps, man, the Lord gonna put you in a different spirit to where you gonna stand firm. But hey, when you just know that you will be tried, right? I forgot what that's what it was called, Lord Yahweh Shai, right? This is their testimony, man. But before they was able to get past the testimony to speak amongst their testimony, they had to go through it. They had to get tested, man. When we receive that crown, hey, you gonna have a testimony on this is how I got mine. This is a story that's gonna be forever told, right? Let me grab these other precepts right quick. It's the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 2. Beautiful chapter. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, right? Because like I said, compared to this time around, hey, we're going to be tried, man. The great hour of temptation. Now it's going to be mainly with the charagma, the sihip, Revelation 13 and 16. We come to a time where, hey, you finna be tempted, man. Why? Because your baby may not eat, your wife may not eat, your husband may not. You go, hey, that charagma's on the table to take it. Or you may be inside a concentration camp and they pushing it amongst you, man. Stand firm. It says, set thy heart aright. Matter of fact, I jump down because I just want to bring out the point. It says, verse 5. It said, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Right? So, hey, we see ourselves as gold. Hey, gold has to go through a process, man. You have to get purity. You gotta get all those impurities out, man. And that's what we're going through. So when the times will come, that's gonna be the biggest test ever. Actually willing to turn away from society just so you can get crowned by Yahweh Shai, you know. Just detachment from this world, you know. I'm gonna jump down to verse 10. It said, look at the generations of old and see did ever any trust in the Lord and was co-founded. Right? And I just read a beautiful story. You know, who look at the generations of old and see did ever any trust in the Lord and was co-founded? The answer is no. Right? The Lord was there. The Lord was there, man. Right? So there's all in all, hey, when these times come, hey, don't think Yahweh Shai is not there. He's gonna guide you. My servant shall eat, my servant shall drink. You know, we're gonna be straight, man. We got nothing to really worry about. You know, it says, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? And the Lord was gonna be there, man. Like I said, hey, for Yahweh, neither be afraid nor doubt, for Yahweh is your God. You know, but just know, hey, we have to go through these temptations. You know, it's a trial, man. It's a testimony that you're building up. You're building up the most beautiful testimony. You know. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. And I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakadash. Till next time I say Shalom and stay in the spirit.